welcome to the Startup Superhero Series. I'm Heidi Hubling of Stubbs, Alderton, and Markiles' Preccelerator program. Today we're featuring Perakis. Christine's one of our mentors, and she's been with us for a little bit and has generously offered her e-learning platform for our startups as one of the perks for our perks package. And her focuses are on business strategy, financial opportunity analysis, strategic relationships, and operations. So it's very good to have you here today.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
So what are 3 mistakes that you see entrepreneurs making when they're thinking about starting a business?
Well, when we get started, we're coming up with an idea that we get so excited about that we end up talking about the features of it way more than we focus on the benefits to the client. We need to get inside the head of our ideal target audience and understand what is the #1 problem they have that they don't want and the #1 result that they want and don't have. And then we can start talking to them. And then second thing is to be aware that we're on a buyer's journey. Most of us don't have a $50 million branding budget like some of the big brands that we know about. And these days, with all the information that comes out of us, at us, it takes 20 to 100 touch points to get people's attention. So we want to be able to, first of all, recognize that we're on a journey, knowing that 99% of our target audience are future buyers and less than 1% are now buyers. So we want to take them along that journey using something I call the conversion equation. We want to get their attention with an interrupt, engage with them, educate them, and then be able to make an offer. And so the third thing is to think strategically. Most people will employ tactical marketing, throw a bunch of tactics at the wall and hope something sticks, rather than recognizing that if they think strategically, their marketing is going to be more effective. So they don't want to do anything that isn't something that their target audience wants.
So to achieve success, what are the 5 main areas that a startup or an entrepreneur should focus on?
Well, most of us are familiar with the 80-20 rule, Pareto's law, right? 80% of our outcomes come from 20% of our efforts. So that overwhelming job of the small business owner really can be reduced down to 5 basic steps, something I call the 5-step profit formula. So if small business owners focus on lead generation, lead conversion, transactions, pricing, and profitability, they will achieve exponential results. They really only have to make incremental changes to get there. And I have something I call the profit acceleration software that will show you, by plugging in some numbers, how small changes in these 5 areas only will create exponential success.
All very important things. So what is one thing that every entrepreneur should know before they start their business?
Well, I think Simon Sinek said it best in his book, Start with Why. Know your why. And he knew that Steve Jobs, the Wright brothers, and Martin Luther King had very little in common, but they understood one thing, which is people don't engage with a product, a service, a movement, or an idea unless they know your why. And so if we want to get people to invest in us, to buy from us, to work for us, and follow us, we have to know our whys. You've sat in many rooms with investors, as have I, and you've heard them say over and over again, we don't invest in the product or service, we invest in the people. Right. What they're really investing in is the people who know their why. Right. And that's how we get investors, our partners. With our clients and customers, they want to know. They'll buy from you if they really understand your why. And your team. These days, the millennial workforce is our growing resource that we have these days, and they are committed to knowing their why. They don't want to do anything without knowing the why. And you have to enroll them in your why to get them to work hard for you, and then they will. And then finally, you need to know your why. Most importantly, because it gets you through the obstacles and challenges that come up in your business all the time. Keeping your eye on that outcome, the benefit, the reason for being that you have and why you're invested in doing this. And so there's that. And also, when you're in the early goal setting stages, creating your vision, you have your why as the cornerstone for the goals that you create. Mm-hmm. So once you know that, your subconscious can start working to achieve that outcome. The goals in and of themselves aren't as meaningful as knowing that you're going to get to where you want to go.
Absolutely. The why me, right?
Exactly.
And the why now, also knowing about why is this the right time in the market. I think both of those are so important for young companies before they get started.
That's
So,
right. It's not about widgets. It's about what you're going to get for yourself, what they're going to get for themselves.
Very important. Well, thank you very much. It was great to have you here. And join us next time for the next Startup Superhero series.
Thank you so much, Heidi. It's great to be here.